Hey, my verse of scripture for today is Psalm 52:8. But I am like an olive tree flourishing in the house of God. I trust in God's unfailing love forever and forever. And truly I do, because I know that God will take care of us, just like that old hymn says. You know, for Connie and I, it seemed like many of our years, all of our years in the beginning, were wrapped up in raising our children, and I don't regret a minute of that. I loved every minute of it, and bless their hearts, they became half of the stories that I tell to different people. And those of you that are in the process of raising little children, you'll always hear people say, write those stories down because you'll forget. And you think, I'll never forget these. But you will. And I hope that you'll take the time to write them down and enjoy them. And it's gotten to where I can just say the beginning of one of the stories with the children and they'll start laughing because they know exactly where I'm going with it. This story is, at the time, we just had Landrum and Dara, and we were out. We had been to some little church that Sunday afternoon, and we're coming home through the piney woods. I had no idea where we were. I just knew that I needed to drive south from where I started. So I kept driving south, and all of a sudden, out of the middle of nowhere, we got stopped by these railroad lights. And I kept thinking, I've got time, but I had my children. So I, like a good man, I sat there at the railroad lights, and all of a sudden that train started, and Landrum and Dara were right in between us. We were in the front seat, and their little heads were just right in between our shoulders coming over from the back seat. And it just kept going and kept going. And in a few minutes, Dara said, my goodness, Daddy, how long is this train? And I said, well, it's as long as it needs to be till it gets to the last car, the Caboose. And then we'll know it's gone. It's over with. And so we just sat there trying to think of things to talk about and all this, and that train just one after the other. And all of a sudden, in the midst of all this, Dara said, there it is. And I said, what is it, honey? And she said, it's the Caboose. I know that was for me, wasn't it? The Caboose. Thank you.